On today's show, I want to share with you some tips on how to match points in your quilt making. Before we get into the matching tips, I'd like you to help me welcome my guest today. This is Moody. Hi, Annie.
Hi, Kaye.
It's great to have you back.
It's wonderful to be back.
What are we going to see today?
Well, today I have a quilt that is behind us, and some may recognize it as a traditional pattern called Robbing Peter to Pay Paul, which we sometimes all do every month, but this time we did it in the form of a quilt. There's a lot of curved piecing in the Robbing Peter to Pay Paul quilt. Unfortunately, I don't care to do curved piecing. I can do it, but I always like to find an easier way. Sometimes it's pieced, sometimes it's appliqued, but Kaye, today we're going to embroider the pieces. So it actually looks like printed fabric from a distance, then when you get up close you can realize that it's embroidery.
Great. How do we get started on something like that?
Well, how we did this is I'm using Digitizing software in order to do this. And the software now is set for an 8-inch square hoop, which is a hoop that we have on the machine ready to go. And there's all different kinds of tools in the software. This particular tool will allow me to choose different types of fills. Now the fills are just the stitches that are in your embroidery. So I can choose, if you let the cursor go over that, it says parallel satin fill, parallel weave fill, parallel embossed fill, and parallel motif fill, which is the one that we use to do the quilt. So I will click on that, and that activates that tool. And then basically all I have to do is take the pattern like I want to do it, and in this case it's just a simple semicircle, and by simply clicking it where I want it to go, and then I touch the enter key, and it fills with that motif fill. Now there's a whole bunch of motif fills that you can choose from, so the hardest part of making the quilt was deciding which one to use.
I think we can deal with that.
But I can go down here, there's an icon down here, it says Object Details. First I need to have my object selected, and you can see it turns turquoise, and then I'll choose Object Details. And as you can see right here, it says it's on motif fill. And at this point, if I wanted to go over to one of the other fills, I could do it.
Oh, I see.
But I liked, embossed fill would be something like if you wanted a basket weave pattern on something. Motif fill is pretty much a lot of different types of decorative stitches that fill a large area. Satin fill, everyone probably pretty much knows what that is, just like a satin stitch. And a weave fill, which is just something boring, but sometimes we need to use it. But we're going to leave this on motif fill. And then right here where it says pattern, there's all different kinds of patterns that you can use for your motif fills. You can see there's quite a few. I'm going to go ahead, and I believe what we used for this is this one. And you can see the pattern shows up here and also shows up right there. And we'll say OK. And then it gives us that pattern. And then what I'm going to do, I need to move this down just a little bit, and you can use your mouse or your arrow keys to get it right on the line, the red line. And since it's selected, you know it is when you turn turquoise. So up here I'm going to just copy and then paste, and now I have 2 of them. And then down here it shows rotate 45 degrees. If I left click that twice, I have that rotated the way I want it. And then I need another one, so I'll come back up and paste up here. And then there's some flip tools here, so I can flip along the horizontal and place that exactly where I need it to be.
Right on the grids.
Right on those grids, which are nice to follow. And paste again. And this time I'm going to use the rotate 45 degrees. Last time I left clicked to make it go to the left. To go clockwise, I'm going to now right click, and I'll do that 2 times to get it to do the full 90 degrees. And that's all it took to design the quilt block.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay, now somehow we have to go from here to our machine.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can do that, Kaye. If we have the USB cable, you can connect the machine right to your laptop, and just click on that little picture, the icon of the sewing machine. Or you can use a compact flash card or a USB jump drive. Okay, I've already done that just to save time so that everybody can see. I think what I'll do is we'll go ahead and close this up and we'll go over to the sewing machine. I also wanted to show you too that part of my trying to decide which motif fill to use is that you can print a template once you get it figured out. So this is kind of what I started with, but it looked kind of boring to me, so I didn't want to do that. So then I did finally wind up with the design that I did choose, and then you can print a template. Okay, I've sent the design to the machine, and what I've done is I've taken it to the edit screen. I've added a quilt motif because I thought it just needed something in the center. And I've rotated the quilt motif and hit the OK button, so we're all set to sew. I've put an extra piece of batting underneath there because that'll give it a little bit of dimension after we do our stippling around the edge. So let's just go ahead and hit the start button. But I wanted to show too that even though this is a wonderful size, this 8-inch square hoop, we also have a little 2-inch square hoop. And we've made a miniature replica of the same quilt that's behind us. So the sky is the limit.
So once your design is in there, it's just one block after another.
That's right, absolutely.
Thank you, Annie, so much.
Thank you, Kay.
And let's go over now and take a look at how we're going to match some of our points. I consider myself a quilt engineer. And what does that mean? Well, the part of quilting that I really enjoy is helping you to eliminate what I call the slowdowns in quilt making. And what does that mean? Well, it means that if there's a point to match, if you have the right technique, you probably won't have to rip. When it comes to cutting, if you can cut accurately, then there are techniques for that, and that eliminates the slowdowns. The sewing techniques that I give you help to eliminate that. And you know what? The biggest slowdown is ripping. And I want to help you to avoid ripping out your seams. And we all know that sometimes we have to do it. The first thing I wanted to start with was the simple 9 patch. A lot of you, whether you're new to quilting or have been in quilting for years, have probably made something out of a 9 patch. And I have my pieces here for a 9 patch. They were sewn into strips, and then the strips were cut. And usually in a 9 patch, the seam allowances are pressed toward the darker fabric. Here's the darker, here's the darker. And when we go to sew the 9 patch, there are actually 2 different kinds of matching techniques that we'll take a look at. So I'm just going to take these 2 pieces as if I'm starting. The first matching is the easiest in quilt making. And whenever you can press your pieces so they do this, it'll make your job easier. The top seam goes away from you. The bottom seam comes towards you. And those pieces, as you sew, will sort of interlock. They'll take care of some of that matching for you. The other seam, this piece comes toward me, the underneath goes away. And for that, we'll use a technique I call finger pinning. So let's go and sew these pieces. I'm going to start with a starter scrap, take a few stitches on it, then start sewing on my 9 patch. And right here I have my interlock. As I said, that's the easiest matching. The finger pinning is just, a smidge harder if you want to think of it that way. What I do is hold the 2 pieces together with my fingers. But you want to be, you don't want to sew over your finger, but it's a good idea not to pin, because the pinning can distort it. So I'll get close to it, make sure again it's lined up, take a peek underneath, hold it together until right before the needle goes through the fabric, and then continue sewing. So we have finger pinning and we have interlocking seams, and they're used a lot in patchwork. And let's take this piece off. We'll put it back on to get ready to sew. And let's take a look at our seam. Right here was the interlocking seam. Here's the finger pinning one. So, you know, just get some pieces out and practice these, and it'll make it a lot easier. The next one I want to take a look at is called a needle match, and we're going to be doing a 6-pointed star. And what do I mean by a needle match? Well, that means we're going to let the needle do the work for us. And I already have 2 points of my 6-pointed star together, and I want to sew my 3rd point. So I'm going to put it over here. Now the seam allowances were pressed this way, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So I have, up here I have the points. The point underneath and the point on top line up, but the needle match occurs right here. That's where you have the V, where the fabrics overlap. And how do we do a needle match? Well, first of all, you want to put your needle down in the machine. So I'm going to sew to the end of this piece, put my needle down. Okay. Now I'm going to put this piece underneath here. I have a 1/4 inch foot on my machine. I'm going to put this piece in, line it up with a 1/4 inch, and where the needle touches the fabrics, that's where they need to overlap. So if you haven't done much of this, you may have to adjust it a little bit, but it's called a needle match because that's the exact spot where you need to line your fabrics up. And you would just line them up and then sew. Okay, and let's take this piece out and let's take a look at half of our star. See how that lines up straight across the edge. I know from the phone calls and the letters and emails I get that this seems to give you a problem because you're trying to eyeball it. And eyeballing doesn't always work unless your eyeballs are a lot better than mine. So it's good to have some guides. And the point needs to be a 1/4 inch from the edge. And with the 6-pointed star, we press the seam allowances away from the center. So let me do that. So that's our 3rd matching with our needle match. And when the seam allowances are pressed that way, then the center of the star becomes a little bit easier to sew. And we'll get into how to put those together in a few minutes. I have my star finished here. Another technique that I have for matching things is to crease mark. Crease mark means you're going to do something to the fabric, usually fold it in one way or another, and in this case I'm folding it twice and creasing it with the iron. Well, let's do that. So we have creases, and the creases will be used to help us mark, and in this case to center the star, because we'll put it on a background, and the way we do that is to line up the points with the crease. And when we do that, then we have a piece like this. Okay, and it's very easy. You don't have to measure anything. Fold and crease and line up the pieces. Okay, now we have another piecing technique that really works great. I couldn't believe it when I discovered this and it's only used for 60 degrees. So what we're going to do now is take a look at how we will perfectly match the points on our star. And I have my pieces cut to make, it's really a 9 patch turned into a star. Here are my pieces. Now this one, as I travel around and teach in my seminars, I tell everybody, this is hard to explain, It's hard to write a diagram for, but it's the easiest technique around. You don't need to pin, and that's the important thing. So we're going to take 2 of these pieces, and I'm going to fold one on top, right sides together, the way I would sew them. We'll start with a needle match. You already know how to do that. But right here is where we need to match our points. And we have the edge of our strip right here. See the edge of that pink strip or peach? And then here we have the edge of the green, and we have a seam line. Right at the edge as you're sewing, this little corner here matches the seam line underneath. Here's the seam line right here. And if we sew that together, you just start sewing and look, and it'll line up perfectly. Let me show you. Again, we'd start with a needle match because we have that V at the top. Just start stitching. And when you get almost to it, line it up and hold it there. And this only works with 60 degrees. We have other techniques for when we work with 45 degrees. And then just sew to the end, and we'll take a look and see how that works. Can you see the points? Look at that. No ripping and no pinning, and it works all the time. But you know, it's like any technique, you need to learn it. So don't go out and cut all your pieces for a king size bed and start on your quilt. Make a small star and try it, but it won't take you long because this is really a fast technique. Okay, the next technique I want to share with you is a Y seam. A lot of you tell me you have problems with that. It's used right here to add these peach color background to the star. And in order to cut a tumbling block, and that's what we use the Y seam for, we're going to use the Star Maker 6 and line it up. I have 3 fabrics because a tumbling block usually needs a light, medium, and a dark. So these are the colors I've chosen. Okay, I'm going to line this up, the Star Maker 6, right on the bottom of the strip and cut along that angle. And that's the perfect angle for any 6-pointed star or any tumbling block. But how do we know what to do now? Well, if we measure these strips, and it doesn't matter if they're miniature or big, these happen to be 6 inches wide so that you can really see it. We put the 6-inch line right there on that edge we cut and use that just for distance. Move the Star Maker 6 over, it lines up with the bottom. Remove the ruler and cut, and we have the diamonds we need for a tumbling block. Let's take a look at these. We have our dark one, and we have a medium and a light. Now I'm going to sew these 2 pieces together, but with my matching techniques, we want to sew all the way to right here to the edge. And most of you I know have tried leaving it open 1/4 of an inch. We're not going to do that. We'll sew this piece together, starting right at the edge. And this doesn't matter if it's pieced like our star or a solid piece like this. The diamonds are done the same way, and the Y seam. Now we need to press this seam. And for the tumbling blocks, we want to press the seam open. But I'm going to start from the right side, press it to one side, and then open it up and press that seam allowance open. That will act as a guide when we go to match our point. Okay, now we'll take this piece, it needs to go in here. We want to sew with that seam up so that we can actually see what we're doing. And I'm just going to put a pin right here through the seam line. That's just to make sure, because I want to make sure it's 1/4 of an inch from this edge. And it looks to me like it needs to move over just a little bit. There we go. It needs to be 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to start sewing here, stop right in the middle of the seam, and I pinned that, oh, there we go. And then we'll sew to the end, and you'll have a perfect Y seam all the time. Because if you leave that seam, that center seam open, most of the time, and we all know this from experience, you'll have to go in and take 1 more stitch or 2 more stitches or take out 1 or 2. This way we'll just sew right down. We want to stop right in the middle of the seam. So when we get close, if you have a pin in there, you'll have to take it out. Stop right in the middle of that seam. There we go. And with the needle down in the fabric, just pull this triangle or diamond out of the way, line up this one, make sure it's flat. The needle will help you here. And sew to the end. And that should give you a perfect Y seam. And let's take a look at it. Here we go. We'll have to press it first. Always looks better pressed. So anytime you have a Y seam, here we go. That gives it a nice inside corner. Okay, now we have another matching technique. And this is for when we do designs with 8 points. And these are 45 degrees. Okay, what we're going to do here is cut our pieces for the point of our star. And when we have them cut, we're going to sew them together. See, these 2 would go. Now, unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do this without pinning, but it is an easy technique. But you put a pin in right on the seam line, 1/4 of an inch in from the edge, and do the same thing with this piece underneath, right on the seam. Now, at this point, I consider this a holding pin until I get everything lined up. It's holding the seam together where it needs to match. And and it's straight up and down, a holding pin. As soon as everything else is lined up, with my fingernails, I hold those 2 pieces together where the pin is. And now the pin is going to turn, and you need to pin along the grain line. Well, how do you know what the grain line is? It's the seam line underneath. And if you pin this way, and you're exactly 1/4 of an inch from the edge on each pieces, and your points will be perfect. Now, anybody that has done much piecing knows that there are some fabrics that just don't want to play together, and you have to learn how to work with them. And so I call this desperation matching. This should work with anything. Here we have an 8-pointed star. I have 2 pieces, and right here is where our points need to match. And let's say this fabric's not being cooperative. Well, there are 1 or 2 things you can do. This is a double-sided basting tape. And you don't want it near the point, so about halfway into the seam, because you don't want to sew over this. Okay, and then you take off the paper, and you have a sticky side on both sides. Okay, there we go. Let's just cut that right here. It doesn't have to be very long, just enough to match that point. So now we have to match it right here. Well, I think the easiest way to do it, let me turn that around, is just fold this seam allowance under and bring it right down onto that point and give it a good hard push, and that is taped together or glued together. And now when you sew it, if you stay right at the 1/4 of an inch, see, we'll open this up and stitch it, and it should be perfect. Be sure and take the tape out right after you sew though, because this tape, if you leave it in, it will be in forever, and you probably don't want it in your quilt. Now there's one other desperation matching that I wanted to talk to you about, and that is you can always go in and with a hand, needle, and thread actually stitch the points together. Just take 2 or 3 stitches and then go over with your sewing machine and do the whole thing. I hope matching these points will help your quilt making get a little bit easier and more fun, and we'll take the slowdowns out. Be sure and join me on my next show when I'll bring you some more quilting ideas.
For information on today's main demonstration, call 1-800-248-Kaye. That's 1-800-248-5293. Or write to us at Kaye's Quilting Friends, Post Office Box 456, West Branch, Michigan, 48661. Please remember to specify the program number. Kaye's Quilting Friends is brought to you in part by Janome America, Clover Needlecraft, OttLite Technology. Our thanks for joining us for this edition of Kaye's Quilting Friends. We hope the ideas shared with you in this program will make your quilting more enjoyable. Please join us again on the next Kaye's Quilting Friends.